Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Dan, and this is another in a series for the restoration of the 1945 International K3. Apologize in advance. This can be kind of a schizophrenic video because unpredictable weather here in central Oklahoma. Temperatures haven't been cooperating us, so we haven't been able to really move forward with what I had kind of planned, getting the frame rust treated, well, back half of the frame rust treated, and some primer on it. Uh, haven't had stable temperatures high enough to really effectively use the rust converter. Temperatures for that need to be, base material needs to be above 50 degrees for that to work effectively, and we've been bouncing between 60 degrees during the day and teens at night, so nothing's stable. So that's on hold. Another project that's on hold is painting the engine, because we finished up the assembly prior to paint. We finished that up weeks ago. I don't know, I forget the timeline in video, but same temperature swings is affecting that as well. Engine's right here in front of me. It's still sitting in its bag, bare metal. So yeah, no, even though currently on day of filming this, uh, air temperature is 50 degrees right now. It's been in the 30s the past 3-4 days. So yeah, this and overnight it was in the teens. So yeah, it's too cold to it's too cold. The base metal is too cold to lay down paint and expect it to adhere, cure, and last. So, kind of scrambling for things to do to film that isn't temperature dependent. So, cleaning parts is where I'm at. I got in this bucket. This is filled with evaporust, and I have some hardware and engine brackets and pulleys in here that have been sitting for basically 3 weeks. And pull those out, clean them up, and then we're gonna get the suspension fittings that we pulled off the truck last time. I'm gonna get those in here, and that's gonna be it, because we're, instead of having you know half started projects here, got to get something accomplished, that we don't just have all the projects half started, like I said. So reposition the camera and go fishing in a bucket of evaporust. All right, like I said, I got a bucket of evaporust here, and what I got in here is basically any piece of engine hardware that I chose to save, along with some other parts. And this is cold. So. First thing is the crank pulley. Now this thing, when I started, this thing looked like it was at the bottom of the ocean, like just crusty barnacles. And I mean, we do have some pitting on it, some of the worst stuff, but overall this thing came out really, really well. So I'll just take a wire brush to that and clean it up, wipe it off, and that'll be good. Wish I could get some paint on some of these, but ooh, there's a lot come out with this. Next is a water pump pulley. This was also crusty, rusty. These two pulleys I thought I was going to have to replace, but again, I mean, we have pitting, but otherwise we have we have sharp edges, but hit those with a piece of sandpaper to take the edge off. But otherwise, we have a really, really good looking pulley coming out of the evaporust. But this stuff has been in there for 3 weeks. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. This is an instrument face. I've been off camera. I've been messing with the gauges, seeing what I can do to restore them. But this, yeah, I was hoping to get the rust off of this without disrupting the markings, but the evaporust just loosened the paint. But that's fine. I did a high resolution scan of what markings you were able to see, like before I even touch it. You can kind of make out the 20 miles an hour and the range markings. I was able to pick that up really good with my scanner, and I saved all that. But yeah, yeah, the paint is just coming off of this. But I kind of half expected that the paint was just gonna dissolve. But that's fine though. I actually can't use this. The only thing I use this for is a template for the overall shape and the location of the center hole, because can't use the original speedometer drive because it's locked up. So, but I won't reveal what my plans are for that yet, because that's kind of a I'm still working through that whole thing in my head, and I'm doing a lot of that off camera. I'm really happy with how these pulleys turned out. Yeah, all the gauge faces were pretty beat up by UV exposure. My guess is in the 40s they weren't too worried about well, they probably didn't, well, not they weren't worried about, they were probably unaware of ultraviolet. Well, they were probably aware of it, but they probably didn't care, because contrary to popular belief, things weren't built to last. Oh, that's cold. Next up, this is a upper alternator bracket. And we have some pitting on it, but this came out really well. Yeah. Ooh, that's cold. Flywheel spacer. Stained from looks like a rear main seal. It feels like oh, that's cold. That's so cold. That water's just above freezing. I'm gonna see if I got a stronger magnet. Alright, a bigger magnet. There we go. It's a lower alternator bracket. Spacer for the alternator bracket. Fan bolt. Lower alternator bolt. Throttle bracket. Distributor hold down. Random cable say another fan bolt, maybe. Heater core fitting, I'll probably end up just replacing this because these are $10 new, and this one is definitely seen better days. So yeah, this will probably end up just getting replaced. No, I pretty much just threw just all the hardware I had, just threw in here. And I'll just sort it out later. Yeah, so this is old water pump hardware. That feels like it all. All right. All right, you saw the fishing. I'm gonna reposition. I'm gonna pump some of this. See about getting some of this back into the container. That way, we're not wasting it, and reposition for more cleaning. All right, to expedite cleaning, I just have a wire brush chucked in a drill, set at the second to highest speed, which is second to slowest speed, 1150 RPMs. Any faster than that, it's unnecessary. So what I was also doing there is identifying hardware as I was going. Like I got the four radiator fan bolts identified. I have lower alternator bolt identified. Pretty sure these three are the crank pulley bolts. Stuff like, still not quite sure what the that might. This is the only bolt with a slot in it, and the wear pattern. It looks like, I don't know if it shows up, but right there is a mark from a lock washer. And so since this is the only bolt like this, it's my guess that that is the that this is the distributor hold down. And what I'm going to do next is get the mineral spirits out and wash this down, wash the rest of the residue down. I think get my my toaster oven to warm up some of these parts, like the alternator brackets and the pulleys, and maybe cheat some paint on them. Maybe, don't know. Let's see. We'll see. Yeah, that wire brushing knocked down that that sharp edge, so that's good. And this is just a light scrub to get off the any brushing residue or evaporust. Evaporust, you're supposed to just be able to rinse it underwater and followed by that's isopropyl. I mean, it's still pitted, but that is a solid, serviceable water pump pulley. Set off to the side on a clean cardboard box here, and then we'll get the everything else we're going to paint. I think alternator brackets, the I think the throttle cable. I think that was a choke cable. Distributor hold down. Maybe these cable runs. Yeah, we'll do that and see about painting some of these parts. All right. It warmed up a little bit. Parts are fairly warm. I got the official paint booth set up here. Paint of choice, rustoleum self-etching primer. Gonna put some coats of that on it, and then roll bar and chassis paint. So and I got N95 mask on, so I won't be blowing gray and black snot out of my face for the next 5 days. So just gonna put a light coat on for now. Let this flash for a bit. Followed by a heavier coat. Make sure we got even coverage. All right. Primer coat 1. So yeah, this could be super exciting. All right, waited a flash time. Probably wasn't enough, but let's throw another coat. This one can be heavier because all right, we'll just let that cure up. That's going to take a while because it's cooler. And then we'll flip everything over and spray the other sides. All right, I flipped everything over and got 2 coats of primer on the other side. I'm gonna let this set up and then hit it with chassis black. A couple coats on each side, like I did with this. I have a space heater running. I'm gonna try to push this a little bit, hopefully speed up the curing. Guess not. That just kicked off. Well, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully this will cure. and we'll get some paint on it. Top coat might be tomorrow. That might be a challenge because high temp tomorrow is 35 degrees. So we'll see how well this painting goes. At least these are just accessories. They don't have to look too pretty, but this is still practice for when we get to more critical stuff. So pause the video for now, and see you later. See you in a bit. Well, for your viewers reference, see you in a bit when we're ready to spray some top coat on this. All right, because this cold weather isn't going to be passing anytime soon, I decided to throw caution to the wind, throw everything up on the welding table with some cardboard, and over the last 18 hours, got a few coats of black paint on the pulleys and the brackets. The black is kind of washing out the video, but there it is. The underside is more or less cured, so I flipped everything over and sprayed another coat on this side. So gonna let this sit and cure. Currently it is 30 degrees outside, so this is probably gonna take a good 18 hours to get fully hard. So there's that. All right, guys. Didn't show a lot of the painting because you all know how to use a spray can, but I want to tell you, one of these Bondo brand spray handles allows you to work the spray can like more or less like a spray gun. Recommend getting one of these. I got this one at O'Reilly's. It works with the wide nozzle guns. So yeah, it helps if you got wrist or hand issues from years of doing manual labor. So I recommend one of those, gets better results. But that's it for this video. This turned out to be cleaning parts and painting pulleys and brackets. So hope you guys enjoyed. We're kind of scratching at things to do to keep progress moving forward while we're waiting for the temperature to cooperate to get stuff done that we had planned to do. So I'm Dan. Thank you for your thanks. Thank you for your likes. The new subscribers, really appreciate all that, and see you again in the next video.